What's up you guys? Kung ikaw ay nagbabalak na mag-take ng licensure examination in 2021, that will be next year, then this video is perfect for you. Kasi sa video na to, i-discuss natin yung 5 habits na dapat mong iwasan whenever you are reviewing for the licensure examination. By the way, sa mga hindi pa nakakilala sa akin, my name is Christian. I was lucky enough to be the first placer during the August 2010 Criminologist Licensure Examination, and since then, I've been teaching in the university for 10 years. And I was fortunate enough to be invited as a lecturer in 32 different schools and review centers nationwide. And I created this YouTube channel in order to guide and also inspire aspiring professionals like you in achieving your professional goals, which is to get that professional license from our PRC. So yung unang habit na kailangan mong iwasan kapag ikaw ay nag-aaral for a board examination yung binabasa mo lang or pinag-aaralan mo lang yung mga review material na binigay ng mga review center. Now, of course, importante yung mga yon, right? And we definitely appreciate the effort of the review centers in making sure that they come up with a review material na ang laman lang yung sa tingin nila ay pinaka-importante na dapat yung basahin at hindi nyo dapat makaligtaan for the board exam. But that's exactly the problem, because yung importante for the review director or kung sino man yung gumawa ng mga review material from the review center, hindi necessarily yung mga importanteng items dun sa mga gumawa ng question dun sa board exam. Right? So, what is important for the review center na basahin nyo may not necessarily be the ones that are important for the people who will make the examination questions. And so, my suggestion to you is that, read those review materials. It's important to read those materials. But at the same time, it shouldn't be a substitute for reading the more complete materials, which are, by the way, the review materials or yung mga notes na binigay sa inyo nung ikaw ay nag-aaral pa lang. So yung mga notebook mo, yung mga pop sheets, yung mga instructional materials na binigay ng professors nyo when you took those courses in the undergraduate, those are precious, those are things na kailangan mong basahin kasi yun yung mga pinaka-kompleto. At the same time, hindi dapat substitute yung mga review materials na bibigay ng mga review centers sa pagbabasa ng actual books. So when I personally took the board examination, for example, in Fundamentals of Criminal Investigation, I made sure that I will be able to read a book in Fundamentals on Criminal Investigation from a local author and also from a foreign author. Kasi yung mga books na yon, they are detailed and they could probably the source of questions by the people who will make the board examination question. So, sabi nga nila, 'di ba, ang board exam ay parang bakbakan at sa bakbakan, sa gera, dapat marami kang bala. So, marami kang alam. And so, lamang yung mas maraming binasa, mas comprehensive yung binasa. So, lamang yung binasa talaga yung mga notes niya nung siya ay nag-aaral, nagbasa ng mga libro kaysa sa mga nagbasa ng digested or mga synthesized na mga review materials. Yung pangalawang habit na kailangan mong iwasan, at ito lagi yung kinaiinisan ko na gawain ng aming mga estudyante na sinasabi kong wag niyong gawin ito, is yung masyado sila nagre-rely sa mga Q&A, mga question and answer, mga quizzers, tsaka mga diagnostic na yan. Now, una sa lahat, disclaimer muna, naniniwala ako na importante yung mga mock board, naniniwala ako na importante yung mga quizzers na yan, Q&A na yan, pero gawin nyo siya after nyong magbasa and gamitin nyo siya para i-test how much you have learned. Pero hindi dapat siya on its own a review material or your primary tool that will help you prepare for that licensure examination. Una sa lahat, hindi necessarily yung mga quiz questions na yan ang mga lalabas sa board examination. Pangalawa, yung mga questions na yan, hindi nila kayo rini-review nung buong concept, hindi nila kayo tuturuan ng mga lahat ng konsepto or lahat ng mga theories na kailangan yung matutunan in preparation for the actual board examination. So please lang, do not overly rely on question and answers. Gamitin nyo lang siya to diagnose, to assess how much you have learned. But on its own, hindi dapat siya yung primary tool na gamitin mo to study for the board examination. Magbasa ka, and then, tsaka mo i-test yung sarili mo with those question and answers. Alright? The third habit na kailangan mong iwasan is following the study program of your classmates. Now, ito yung lagi kong sinasabi sa mga estudyante ko. Pinapattern nila yung pagre-review nila dun sa mga classmates nila, right? And wala namang masama, barka-barkada yan, you motivate each other. But i-remind you, iba-iba tayo ng utak, iba-iba tayo ng level of preparation, iba-iba tayo ng level of, experience nung undergraduate tayo, iba-iba tayo ng learning abilities. So kung yung classmate mo, halimbawa, okay na 2 hours lang siya mag-review sa isang araw, okay na konti lang yung babasahin niya, and then papasa siya sa board exam, hindi automatically applicable na sa'yo yun. Diba? Kasi maybe yung classmate mo na yun, may pagka-advanced na mag-isip, may pagka-genius na siya, and talagang nag-aral na siya mabuti nung undergrad, so hindi niya kailangan mag-prepare. Pero tanungin mo yung sarili mo, are you that kind of person? Right? Or ikaw yung tipo ng tao na kailangan mo pang mas mag-aral? Ikaw yung tipo ng tao na tulad ko, ako, personally, medyo slow learner ako. It takes me a while, a lot of reading, before ko talaga maintindihan, before ko ma-memorize, at before ko talaga tumanim sa utak ko yung konsepto na kailangan ko pag-aralan. And so, ako yung tipo na, so during the board exam, it took me, usually nag-take ako ng 6 hours in a given day para magbasa, para talagang ma-ensure na prepared ako for the licensure examination. So my tip to you is, do not pattern your study behavior sa kung sino man dyan, sa classmate mo. Look at yourself, assess yourself, evaluate yourself. Ikaw nakakilala sa sarili mo, right? Dun ba sa 2 hours a day or few minutes a day na pagbabasa, enough na yon para maintindihan mo, para maisaulo mo at talagang magtatak sa utak mo yung mga binabasa mo? Or ikaw yung tipo ng tao, that will require more hours to do it. So, yon, ikaw lang ang makakasagot niyan. And but the idea is never ever rely on other people to dictate kung gaano ka katagal or kung anong klaseng study habit ka ang ipa-follow mo. Alright? Pang-apat na bad habit na dapat mong iwasan kapag ikaw ay nagre-review for the licensure examination, sa tingin ko yung pinaka-obvious sa 5 habits na i-discuss natin sa video na to. And that is procrastination. Yung bang procrastination is that, sa June 2020 pa naman yung board exam, so sa January na lang. Anyway, December pa naman ngayon. Or pagdating ng January, February na lang ako magre-review for the licensure examination. Well, para sa akin, that's a no-no. No? That's a bad habit na kailangan mong tanggalin sa sistema mo at never mo na dapat ulitin. Ang board exam parang school project yan, di ba? You had a school project, but this time, it's a very big project. Kapag ikaw ay gumagawa ng school project, ang tendency niyan is that pag gagawin mo na siya, pag ginagawa mo na siya, doon mo na realize kung gaano yung extent or gaano details pa or gaano karapang mga acts, diba? Or steps na kailangan mo gawin para makompleto yung project mo. Ganun din yung pagre-review sa board exam. The more na nagbabasa ka, the more na nag-aaral ka, the more mo na-realize na ang dami mo pang hindi alam at ang dami mo pang dapat na basahin. And so, kapag ikaw yung tipo ng tao na, sa January na lang, next month na lang ako mag-start magseryoso magbasa, then the tendency is, hindi mo na-realize or minsan ina-underestimate mo yung amount of review or amount of time that you have to spend just to study the concepts na kailangan mong basahin in order for you to be really prepared in taking the licensure examination. So, as soon as possible, start already para the earlier na mag-start ka, the more na ma-realize mo yung extent na kailangan mong basahin at mas ma-adjust mo pa yung oras mo, mas ma-budget mo pa yung time mo para pagdating ng licensure examination, prepared ka to take that examination. Ako, when I took the board exam, I can say that I'm not the smartest, but I could definitely tell you that I'm probably one of the most prepared among those 15,000 people who took the licensure examination, and that was my advantage compared to them, right? So I suggest you do that. Wala namang masama kung magsa-start ka ng mas maaga, right? The earlier the better, ika nga. Yung fifth and last habit na kailangan mong tanggalin kapag ikaw ay nagre-review for the board exam is that you are neglecting the basic courses or subjects, and then jumping already into the more advanced topics, 'di ba? Kasi lahat naman tayo, 'di ba? Ambitious nako, pag-aaralan ko na yung mga advanced topics na yan, yung mga higher level na mga component subjects ng board exam, and then hindi ko nababasahin yung mga basic kasi anyway basic naman yan, 'di ba? Madali lang yan. I could already be able to answer that. Never ever do that. I suggest what you will do is that start with the basic courses first and then work your way through the more advanced concepts. And I have several reasons why you have to do that. Number one, remember there is no such thing as less important component subject sa board exam. Lahat ng mga component subject or yung mga courses na parte ng board exam, importante yan. Why? Because ang PRC, yung mga gumagawa ng questions for them, yung mga professional regulatory boards ng iba-ibang mga professions like criminology, nursing, meron silang tinatawag na table of specifications. And so yung table of specifications restricts them or kinda sets rules kung saan manggagaling yung mga questions na tatanungin nila sa actual board exam. And parte ng importansya ng having table of specs is to ensure na lahat ng mga component subjects or lahat ng courses sa board exam may mga tanong or represented or may mga tanong na manggagaling doon. So kung ikaw yung tipo ng tao na i-neglect mo na yung mga fundamental courses or yung mga introductory courses which are by the way component subjects in the board exam at doon ka na lang sa mga advanced courses, then the tendency is maybe may mga concepts or may mga items doon na hindi mo na na-review at natanong sa board exam at hindi mo masagot, right? But the second important thing kung bakit kailangan basic to advanced ka dapat yung pagbabasa mo is that a lot of the basic or fundamental concepts galing sa mga introduction to criminology, for example, or introduction to engineering kung may mga ganun kayong topic. And then importante yung mga concepts na yun so that you could better understand yung mga more advanced concepts, 'di ba? Kasi those are stepping stones kumbaga for those more advanced courses. So para mas logical, mas smooth kumbaga yung iyong pagre-review, start with the basic, start with the most fundamental subject and then work your way through the more advanced concepts, right? And then make sure, in other words, make sure na wala kang lampasang mga subjects. In fact, yun yung pinaka-gist nung item number 5. Wag mo sasabihin na this subject is not important, this subject is more important. You are not the one to tell that, right? It's the PRC, it's the laws governing your profession that tells that, and base yun sa table of specification, and the table of specification says all component subjects must be well represented in the 100 questions na tatanungin, for example, in your board examination. Alright, so that's basically it. So in summary, i-remind ko lang kayo ng mga 5 habits na dapat yung iwasan. Number 1, bad habit is binabasa nyo lang yung mga review materials na binibigay ng review center. Masyado kayo nagre-rely sa mga diagnostics, sa mga Q&A na hindi na kayo nagbabasa, na yun lang yung review material na binabasa nyo. Pangatlo, pinapattern nyo yung study habit nyo sa study habit ng mga classmates nyo or ng mga batchmate nyo. That's a no-no. Pang-apat, procrastination. Mamaya na, bukas na ako magre-review. Anyway, marami pa akong time. And then lastly, nagko-focus kayo kaagad sa advance at nakakaligtaan nyo na yung mga basic na mga subjects. So, please avoid those habits and hopefully, once you avoided those habits at realize nyo yan sa pag-review nyo, makapasa kayo sa board examination. So good luck, I wish you well, and I hope na huwag nyo kakaligtaang i-like tong video na to. Please like this video para sa algorithm, para mas maisuggest pa siya ng YouTube sa iba pang mga mga mag-aaral ng board exam. But at the same time, please support the page by subscribing, and of course, if you feel like may mga classmate pa kayo na makakatulong tong video na to, please share this video in different social media platforms. Maraming salamat and see you on the next video. Bye-bye!